Another day out here in the shop, Lost Hope Garage. We're going to try to do something simple. Don't really have a lot of time this evening and not really looking to get into a whole lot. But what we are going to do is, let me try to flip you around here. What we are going to do is, we had this bracket. We went and got the throttle body, the throttle body from Bowtie Boneyard. We need this one. I'm thinking if I grind this down, grind that one down, maybe I could swap them out and tack it on. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to try it real quick. I'm going to grind it down and see if I can get this one off of our junk one just to see how it works, and I'll get right back with you. Alright, I got it ground down now. Got a little crazy in a couple spots. Now, let's see if we can knock it right off there. And it worked. The other one might not be as easy. It is up in there. Might end up getting into some fuel lines with a grinder. Could be interesting. We'll see how it goes. Alright, got this one ground down. The other one I had to tap on a little bit to get it to break loose. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to tap on this one. We at least got it to crack all the way around it. Let me mess around with it, get right back with you. Voila! Just a little bit of a screwdriver, a little prying, came right off. Now we'll try to put the other one back on, make sure we got it all the right way, and tack it on, I guess. Looks like it's going to work. Got it all slid on, made sure everything was going to hook up, had it the right way. Now I just got to tack the end of that. When we started this, we thought that end might have been aluminum, but we checked it. It is metal. So just tack those ends. I don't know if anybody's ever done it that way, but it might work on a toy. I don't know. Got her tacked on there. We'll probably play around with it, drive it around, check it. I don't know how well it's tacked. I was kind of worried about getting it real hot. I don't know what kind of rubber seals and all that's up in there, so we'll probably play around with it, drive it a little bit, see if it starts to crack or if it wants to work loose. It's hot, but it's pretty solid. Alright, welcome back to Lost Hope Garage. We didn't actually put a video out this week, last week, however it works out, because it's been cold, and we have a derby car in here, making sure it's not going to freeze up, just to be safe. Had to move stuff around. We had dog crates with dogs in it. The garage is just cluttered right now. So I am going to try to get stuff moved around enough to where we can scoot the Blazer back out, pull the rear end out of it, and just going to try to do as much as we can do to the Blazer today to have it moving as close as we can get it, because tomorrow it's supposed to warm up some, so the derby car will be going back out, and we're gonna put the square body in here. Got to change. I've had some problems with the transmission. It's not really slipping, it's shifting funny. So we are going to change the filter in it. We got a seal to change. We're going to test drive that tomorrow, see how that'll do, and then we are taking it to Owensboro to get a front window put in it. So we should be busy. Today's going to be cold, tomorrow's not too bad, but I'm going to try to get this mess organized a little bit. I'll put you on times lapse trying to get this kind of organized a little bit where we can get this rear end rolled out of this Blazer. Alright, so now that we got kind of stuff moved, enough to where we can do what we want to do today, this is what we actually have to do. They've taken the rear end, and instead of it being on top of the leaf springs, it's gone. It is, put it underneath. Well, I need to cut that perch off, and I have some C-channel. I'm going to actually cut this down, cut it into two, half moon it, and drill a hole in it, make my own perches. So we need to set this on jack stands, get the dry shaft bolts out, and pull the U-bolts, lower the rear end, and roll it out. We'll cut the bottom perch off, and then we'll try to get everything set where it needs to be tacked into place. Alright, I guess my storage ran out. Stop my video. Turn this off. Now, got my high performance creeper. Get me a little crawl oil, looks like. A little crawl oil. Spray down these the U-bolts, the brake lines, then let them sit for a little bit. Gotta go inside and stoke up the fire and stuff like that while they sit, and then we'll try to break all this loose. Well, it looks like my crawl. Got much in it either. What? That's out. Find me another can here real quick. The new PB Blaster cans, they just suck. Get about half of it and it's done. What are you into now? That right there is the only problem I think we'll have today, depending how easy that comes apart. We'll let all that soak, get right back with you, and should be pulling some U-boats and some dry shaft clamps and pull her end out of there. Alright, well that was a long wait. It's supposed to have been a quick, but we ended up having to go get the dog back from the groomer and went to Harbor Freight, bought a new battery, and had to run my Rural King. Process? Nick swung by. Yeah. So now we're going to try to break these brake lines loose. That's going to be the only thing I think that'll prevent us from being able to get the rear end out. But I'm going to crawl in here and see if I can get it broke loose. Oh, okay. Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Well, it should have been better trying to break it loose up there. What are you laughing at?
Your dog took a massive piss over.
Yikes! What are you doing? Was it on the straw?
I think so. No. No.
Right now.
Yikes. She come loose?
Yeah, up here now.
That's good. Bring that. No. No.
We'll never have good brakes again.
Nope.
Try to get this little rusted clip off this. I don't know how this is gonna work. Huh. Just rusty and crusty, but came right apart. Something else will go wrong. This thing's still got the gas tank straps on it.
Mm-hmm. Fucking hit my head up on them earlier.
Alright, now I guess we can try the U-boats.
What size you need?
Should have it under here.
Is this one on the torque thing? Like this?
No, I have to use the wrench at first, break them loose.
Oh, yes.
Actually,
Nice.
can you pop it in neutral?
Yep. That should be neutral. Yep.
When I always pull U-joints out, if I want to keep them, not planning on messing with the, changing the U-joint, I'll take electrical tape, tape them up. As soon as the caps fall off, the needle bearings go everywhere. That day, I've managed one time, I think, to put all the needle bearings back in one that fell apart and didn't have to just go buy a new U-joint. Can be real depressing. Oh. One twisted T and I'm trying to unravel the tape backwards. Usually I'd put these bolts back and the clamps, but we plan on this rear end only being out for maybe a day at the most. Everything works out. Now we should be able to probably just cut that with a grinder and drop the rear end. I wonder if these got some kind of special where you're supposed to completely charge them before you use them the first time. Remember how cell phones used to be?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just leave it on charge. Here's the other one. When I first bought these, I bought this battery. I think it was $40. And this same battery was $70. Or that one was $100. They ain't nothing cheap anymore. You get some left. Alright, now I guess we'll try to break these bolts loose, and probably won't bore you with that, but we'll be right back with you. Turns out what we're going to do is I'm going to get the plasma cutter out. We got the cutter on here, cut this actually off, and we're going to make a new one. But yeah, got to get the plasma cutter out, the air, do all that. We'll get back with you when we start cutting. Got everything set up. Probably ain't gonna hear nothing from the heater, the compressor running. So we're probably just gonna put you on time lapse when we try to cut this, if it'll even work. Ordered new tips for the plasma cutter and they're a little bit different. Hopefully they'll work. Probably should not be doing this in Hey Dudes.
Yeah. You a little hot on the foot there?
Should be able to use that for a template for other ones. You know that it's really bad and it's really cold. It kind of feels good to be burnt. But that hurt. Alright, so that's that part. Now we gotta grind it down. Probably won't bore you with that, but we'll grind it down. Cut those in half and start drilling them. We'll get right back with you. Alright, so we got it all cleaned up and had a little mishap. Got a brake line, so now we're taking it apart to basically stick a nail in it and plug it. Make sure everything works, and we'll drive it for a little bit, and we'll redo the brake line. But these are the start of them. Now I just gotta cut the half moon out where it'll sit down on the rear end right. Draw up a little template to do that. But got both of them cut. We'll get these templates drawn up, and then I'll cut that out, and I'll show you what that looks like, and we'll be ready to start fitting this rear end back in there.
Alright, welcome back. Now we're going to get the rear end back under the vehicle. We're going to take these plates that we got cut out, cut the grooves in where we can set them on the axles, and the holes we lined up on the leaf springs. We're going to get in there, set it all up, get it lined up. We're going to tack weld it in place. Once we do that, we're going to pull the rear end back out from underneath the vehicle, weld it solid, put it back in, bolt her up, she should be ready to go.
We'll set this up. We might try to set it somewhere and do a... I don't know, we'll try to do a... what the fuck am I trying to say? Yeah, time lapse. Well, let me get right back with you. Try to find it. Let me get back with you.
Bam! Got it! spring to go to this nut. That nut at the top. Now put it against the leaf spring right here. Like almost right at 6 inches. Like 5. When you come my way, half inch. Alright. Take one like that's that pitch. This will be easier. Go from right here. Look at this. I got 6.5. The very tip top of the lip right here. I'm over 7. Just too close. Alright. That's what you can do. Find something spin. Oh no, it's the wrong side. Maybe that flathead. down without hitting these. So they have the fucking feet. But yours is real pretty. Oh yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Alright, you print this out, just stick it out about 8 miles. Take the hammer and trap on it. I'll move it. I can move mine. Nicely, excellent. That's all you got. Is that better or still fun? Although it kind of went over it. Well, your U-boats are going to be like this. Coming up. Looking about like 24 3/4 and 2 notches past 6.5.
All right.
You ready?
Oh, yes.
See that on top.
Well, we got it all welded up. They're by far not perfect, but like me and Bailey was talking about, it's not going to be going down the highway. It's just strictly a play toy. So we're not going to bore you with us putting it back in. Y'all watched how we lined it up and everything. We measured probably 3 or 4 times to make sure that we thought we had it as good as we can get it, but we'll get this put in and we'll get right back with you after it's put in. Show you what the finished product looks like. Well, we got it all in. It's all bolted up. We even bolted the shocks, but I don't know if that angle's gonna work. It's all welded up. Dry shaft back in. Brake line's hooked up. We was gonna test drive it. After trying to tighten the oil filter, we was going the wrong way. But the oil filters that I got that was told they matched this motor, they don't. Here's a look at this side. So we're gonna get us something to eat and come back out and clean up, put the wheels on it, and be ready for a oil filter in the morning. Hopefully drive this thing around that and start messing with the square body, get that filter changed where we can send it to get a windshield put in it for the Hot Rod Power Tour. All right, thanks for watching. And we are back again. Actually went ahead and ran to O'Reilly's, picked up the right filter, put some oil in it, and we're actually going to fire this thing up and try to drive it here in just a second. We're going to try to wiggle it out of the garage first. We'll get right back with you.
Alright, now the old girl's gonna come out under her own power for the first time. Oh, hey, let me get the fuck in the car first, goddamn! Easy, fella, ain't no goddamn seat back here. Shit out of here! See shit out of this thing. What the fuck was that? We're not getting the right amount of field pressure, I don't think. You break him loose, oh my gosh! Back tire. She needs work. She needs work. Son of a bitch. Alright, kill the video. Alright.
Well, it moves. That's about it. It's got brakes, but either we got a problem getting fuel to the fuel pump because our filter's not completely wanting to fill up, or we just need a bigger fuel pump, which we said from the beginning that we thought we needed a bigger fuel pump. But at least it runs. If we got to get it out of the garage for a reason, now we can. We'll still be doing slowly, easy stuff to it. Main thing's gonna be figure out the fuel. We're gonna need to put a couple body bolts in it. Need to get the hood back on it. Need another seat. Get all our wire buttoned up and go away with some wiring. We actually said we was gonna carb swap it in HEI, but I don't know. That was kind of the easy way out. We decided to do it with a challenge, but we're still most likely gonna do that just because it's gonna be in water. It's gonna be in mud. It might not make it halfway through the summer. I don't know. It's just gonna be a toy. But thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.